Coming up on Outdoor Method, we're spending 4 days and 3 nights exploring the remote Tombstone Territorial Park in the Yukon, Canada. We'll make our way into Grizzly Lake, continue deeper into the Tombstone Range to Talus Lake, and begin the long trek back out. And as you'll see, it doesn't always go exactly as planned. All right, where are we? We are in Tombstone. We made it. We made it to the Yukon. We're getting all of our gear squared away here. Another backpacking trip. We're gonna do Grizzly Lake, which is about 7 miles, and then the next day we'll go to Talus Lake, which is about another 7 miles, stay the night there, and then we'll come back to Grizzly Lake again, stay another night, and then we'll head out. So pretty excited. We are a long ways from Arizona. Yeah, it's pretty wild to think about. I think we're like, how far are we from the Arctic Circle?
Like 500 miles.
We're like 500 miles from the Arctic Circle, which is just insane to me to think that. This is the furthest north anybody in either one of our families has ever been, so that's pretty cool. And yeah, we're pretty jacked. We're excited. So we'll check in along the way. We'll give you some trail updates, and mosquitoes are really bad. And yeah, it should be a fun couple of days backpacking. Okay, we are ready. We just started the trail. Should be about 7 miles to Grizzly Lake. It's gonna be a beautiful day. It's starting to get blue skies. It rained a lot this morning, so fingers crossed we get good weather for the next 3 days. Once you get through the first mile, you will have at least one opportunity to fill up. But after the first mile, there's not much water until you're about 3.5 miles in. All right, we are about a mile in, I think. We've been walking for about 30-40 minutes now. This last, half a mile probably? Pretty steep. We're cruising right along, we're grinding. These views are starting to open up. I think I see our destination way up there in the distance. Looks like it might be clear, so that's great. Lots of roots, lots of mud. Pretty slick in the bottom there, but the trail's getting a little more better right now, so we'll keep on dredging on and update you as we go. Yeah, I like one. I don't know, I haven't looked at it. We are in the middle of it right now. This is a nasty little steep section, as you can tell. But man, it's really starting to open up. The views are insane. But we're just grinding away. This is the stuff nobody tells you about. But I think our final destination is that mountain range over yonder. Looks like it's all clear for now, so the sun's starting to come out. But yeah, we're pushing.
What's up? Woo! We are about 3 miles in. We've come up the incline for today. Then we're gonna walk across the ridge. You can actually see Grizzly Lake way down in the distance. But so far so good. We've met a lot of day hikers, and then there's a couple of backpackers on the trail today. There are limited campsites at Grizzly Lake. I think there's 20 tent pads, and so not a ton of backpackers out here, but there are a lot of day hikers. So we are having a great time. Really happy to be done with the incline. So we will see you on the next check-in.
Yeah. This would be your next area to fill up. There's a small area below the rocks here where the creek actually comes running out. Plenty of places to fill up water. This is where you get your water. Okay, we are around 4 miles in. We're still walking across the ridge here, kind of in the shell boulders, pretty hard on the feet, so we're just kind of picking our feet, taking our time, cruising right along. The views are still just awe-inspiring, as the kids say. Really neat area here. So pretty much, I think this ridge walk kind of starts to go down here in a minute, and we will be at the lake in a couple of miles. Yep.
All right, we are working our way over to Grizzly Lake. You can actually see it from here. We have been able to see that for a long time, but these rocks are just, they're big boulders, so you have to kind of be careful, and it takes a minute to navigate them, but it is so beautiful. We did stop for a minute to get our rain jackets out. False alarm, it's not raining, but it looks like it's gonna rain. So, we're trying to get down to the lake. Okay, best hike in Montana.
Okay, after looking at this sucker all day long, coming across the valley, we have made it to Grizzly Lake. Pretty great. I don't know, I probably cut that off, but we'll take some pictures and you'll be able to see it. We're gonna go look for a tent site, get camp all set, and enjoy the evening. We're gonna make some dinner. I'm stoked. We got some Starburst, some peanut butter, beans and rice, some tuna, ketchup. We brought ketchup, mustard. So we're stoked. There's already some other people here, so it's gonna be a great evening.
Oh yeah.
All right, we are at our campsite here. There's the wife. We just got done eating dinner and having nice conversation with some Canadians. We're gonna crawl into the tent here for a little bit, set an alarm for another hour or so, and try to catch maybe sunset, hopefully. So should be, it's a little cloudy, so we might not get it, so we might just go to sleep, but we'll see. That's all right too. Good night, everybody.
Beautiful day. It's hiking in the rain.
We are headed up yonder. Hang on. We got about 500 feet more to climb here. Pretty dang steep. This thing's been a real butt kicker, but the views are incredible. They're just great. Yeah, it's definitely a slog. We're in the middle of it, so we'll see you at the top.
When you said they're going on a day here, I was like, oh, okay.
Whoa.
Alrighty, welcome to Glissade Pass. It is beautiful up here, very steep to get here. Now we're heading down there to hit Divide and then Talus. So we are up on Glissade Pass right now. It's beautiful, but it's very steep to get here.
Okay?
What?
These are all like those purple ones.
Oh, they are, huh?
So this whole thing will be full of those purples, I bet. All right, we are off of Glissade Pass. Pretty steep section, up and down. We got to get out of here, so we got to climb back up and then down the other side. We took our time coming down just because I got ankle problems, so I really got to pick my feet or I end up in a bad spot. So freaking insane here. There's a creek over there that's got probably the clearest water I've ever seen. Makes you want to drink right from it. But you got to boil your water, filter it. You don't want beaver fever. But yeah, we're cruising right along. Should be pretty easy going all the way to our end point here. I think we're coming up on Divide Lake first. So we'll stop there, we'll have lunch, and then we'll continue on. Gorgeous day today. Blue skies, no rain. I guess it rained the last 4 days. We talked to some backpackers coming in, so we kind of lucked out here. So we're real fortunate, real happy, very blessed to be out here when the sun's shining. Yeah, we'll keep you posted and check in along the way.
Everywhere we go, the views just keep getting better and better. Check it out. We haven't made it to Divide yet, so we're on our way. We were gonna do
Talus Divide. All right, we are leaving Divide Lake. We just stopped and had a snack there at the cook tent. We're gonna continue our journey on to Talus Lake. Divide's really beautiful. It's pretty washed out right now, so we didn't take any photos or anything. We'll hit it on the way back tomorrow morning. But I think we just have one small little hill to go up here, and then it's pretty flat the rest of the way. We talked to some people just now. They said it takes about an hour and a half, 2 hours to get to Talus. So we're gonna keep on cruising. We'll see you soon. Like right on the lake. Yeah. That's such a long day.
For such a short stint, I think.
Yeah.
Alrighty, we finally made it to Talus Lake and we set up our tent. It was honestly a pretty darn long 7 miles, but it was totally worth it. The views out here are absolutely incredible. There's actually only one other person camped out here right now, and I know we should be expecting like one more person. We have tent pads to sleep on, and there's a designated number of places to sleep. I think there's like 8 to 10 probably, and so I think there's gonna be 3 people or 3 parties out here, which is pretty cool. We're really far out here, but the views are absolutely incredible. So here's our tent. You have views this way, our tent and the lake, and then you also have views over here. Yeah, so it's absolutely amazing out here, and yeah, we're just gonna enjoy our evening, maybe jump in the lake because it's been a very warm day, eat some dinner, and then I guess we'll do it all again tomorrow in reverse. One's for you.
All right, we are starting the journey back. Got up early this morning, got to see the sunrise come up over the mountains here. Got to eat some nice oatmeal with our strawberries and bananas and protein powder. We're carbed up, we're hydrated, we're feeling good. We had a bit of a mental breakdown yesterday. Well, I did. But we made it. We're excited. This is the journey back to Grizzly Lake. We'll take some few shots here and there. But for the most part, yeah, this has been an amazing trip so far. We're looking forward to the journey back. We'll see you at Grizzly. Who would be over there though? Like some climbers or mountaineers?
Yeah.
Maybe?
How are they?
I mean, Alright, we are back at Divide Lake. We just finished up the stretch from Talus back to Divide. A hot, sunny day today, but it's beautiful.
Snack time.
We're having a few snacks. Starburst, almonds, peanut butter, Kai's bars, IQ bars, anything we can scarf down at the moment, and lots of water. So letting the feet air out a little bit. The next 3.5 miles is pretty strenuous. We got to go back over Glissade Pass and then back down to Grizzly Lake. So yeah, we'll update you guys along the way. We have made it to what I call around the corner, headed back towards Glissade Pass. This is kind of your first look as you're going back towards Grizzly at Glissade. So we'll be climbing back up that beast there. I think it's about a mile stretch right here that we'll start to climb. Pretty steep ascent. I'll take some videos so you can kind of see what it looks like. But yeah, cruising right along. The clouds have moved in, so it's kind of nice. It's been really hot. We're grateful for the good weather, but yeah, it's been super warm today and yesterday, so we'll see you at the top of Glissade. This is Glissade Pass from the backside, right up through there. right, we made it up Glissade Pass. It is no joke. That was a slog. That's a tough ascent for us with the heavy packs. But we made it up. We're starting our descent down to Grizzly Lakes. Down in the bottom. Back to camp for the night, and then we're headed out tomorrow morning. It's been an epic trip so far. So we'll check in when we hit Grizzly Lakes. We got to get off this steep ascent as well. But yeah, Glissade Pass, no joke. Man, look at these insane views. Just incredible. All good things must come to an end, and our time here at Tombstone Provincial Park is now coming to a close. We are leaving Grizzly Lake this morning. We already had our oats and our bananas and strawberries and a little bit of hydration and some coffee, some go juice, and we are on the trail. It is about 6:40 in the morning, so sun's coming up. It's a beautiful day, another bluebird day. They're supposed to get rain this whole next week, so we're very blessed and excited that we hit really great weather. We talked to the park ranger yesterday. Said he'd never seen people come out of here with sunburns, so, and we're a couple of them, so that was kind of funny. But yeah, so we're headed out, and probably won't do too many check-ins. The camera's gonna die on me, and we're running out of power, so we'll probably just check in once we get to the trailhead. Yeah, it's been a great experience out here, and we'll see you at the trailhead.
We're here!
We're almost back.
We parked next to the Chevy, right? Alrighty, we just made it back to the trailhead. I will say that was a pretty demoralizing descent down to the trailhead. Felt like it took a lot longer than it said. So like at 3 kilometers, it felt like 5 miles. It just felt very demoralizing. But it's a very hot day today. As you can see, it's bluebird skies again. And so it's just been really hot. We passed a lot of hikers today that they just looked worn out, and they just were not expecting such a warm day. But it was such a great trip. We are so happy to be back at our vehicle. Such a great hike. Highly recommend it. I think there's a couple of things that we talked about we would do a little bit differently for the next time, but otherwise it was a wonderful trip. I'm really glad that we could see the mountains and that we had good, hot, but good weather. And yeah, it was so great. How do you feel?
I feel good. Don't underestimate this one. This one was hard. This was a tough hike. We trained pretty hard for these things, and I'm tired.
Pretzels in hand. Yeah, I would highly recommend this one. If you ever find yourself wanting to go to the Yukon or wanting to go to Tombstone Territorial Park, highly recommend this trail. Backpacking it for sure, but definitely come out here. It is certainly wild. It's beautiful.